vote for me. I will make most people happy. How will I make most people happy? Well, I can ensure a democratic republic that will last, that kids and grandkids can be a part of, and generations can be formed through what's already here now. In our republic, we would not have separate races for the long haul. If it starts out that way, then people would just blend each other out until we became one. That's why immigration would stop for a while, because we kind of need to get things in order. And if you want to get generations and new generations, not maybe even with tons of kids per family. You don't need 5 kids per family. We don't need that. It would probably be like maybe a 3-child rule, maybe. Tops a 3-child rule. Maybe a 2 to 3 child rule, depending on the family. I haven't got into that yet. That has to be revised at some point. But why you should vote for me is I will make most people happy. How will I do that? Because for the people who don't want to participate, I'll give them the land somewhere to build their own civilization. If they feel they don't want to be a part of a race and they want to preserve their race or something, like the black nationalists and the white nationalists, those are the two things right there. You could give them each the properties to do that, the Northwest and somewhere in the Southeast for the black homeland. How perfect would that be right there? It may not be perfect, but it would at least be an attempt to make everybody happy who doesn't want to participate in everything. Everyone would have options. And I expect that when great minds come together, they can achieve. Okay? If you have resources and a group of white people want to form a country and they have the resources to do it, just like the black community, if they all come together with all their money and do it, they can do it. I don't buy into this fact that black people can't build a nation, that they're too low IQ. Who the hell spread that crap anyway? You realize certain circumstances made that happen anyway? So a lot of black people, like police brutality and all that shit, all this stuff with the socializing in the schools that happened to Italian and black children. Okay? Blacks and Italians both have the same thing happen to them in the schools. Alright? That's one thing I will say. And there are certain situations where certain Italians' growth have been stunted also. But if it wasn't, or if they weren't doped up with medication as kids, or shots, or whatever the hell, or sent into special needs classes when they were really more high functioning than that, put them at the lowest level possible. Even if there wasn't a special needs, they put them in the lowest class possible, though, in the schools. Whatever that was, they did that to black kids, and they did it to and they put Italians in special ed, is what they did. I know that for a fact, and that was how things happened the way they happened. But as this new republic happens, things need to go down. We need to be tolerant. That has to be in our new nation constitution. It has to be tolerant to LGBTQ. There has to be, because in Mexico they have no protections for people. Remember that. No fucking protections. They can run around with machetes chasing queers and LGBT people and trans. They can run around down there like that. But we have to ensure our country is safe. And we have to say safe from that kind of shit. That's how we gotta be safe. From hate crimes, from savages with machetes down in Mexico. Alright? Running around. And I would be an independent leftist Democrat candidate, is what I would be. But I don't fully identify with the party. I don't. I consider myself independent. You know what I mean? But at any rate, to ensure the safety of this nation, we have to put protections in place, or else we'll be like these other countries. But they're trying to get out of Mexico. They're trying to get out of Guatemala. They're trying to get out of all these bad places to come over here. But immigration has to be stopped, and we have to work with what we got right now and send people back that are already here causing trouble. They could be legal, we're sending them back. They could be illegal or good residents, we're taking them in. And we're making them legal. That's what we're doing. We're taking the good illegal immigrants and we're making them legal. We're making them legal by force. and we're taking the bad ones out who answered the questions of white supremacy to get into America. You know what's pitiful is our state is to pass the immigration test to get into America. You know what you have to do now? Apparently, you have to answer questions based on white supremacy. You have to answer questions that have anti-black questions in them, and if you answer them correctly, you'll be accepted. So you have to be a racist immigrant to be accepted in here. That's why from south of the border, they're in here now. I believe the ones who discriminated me, the LGBT and black situation, where they have anti-LGBT and anti-black views, and whatever the case may be, they pass that questionnaire. Even if they believe in the United States or in the concept of it, they don't believe in LGBTQ and they don't like black people. So the United States government gave them a pass to come into this country legally after answering the questions in such a very bad way. We're able to come in here. But people who are pro-equality, they don't let those immigrants in. You notice that? They don't let European immigrants in that have more equal leanings. I think to get in here, they had to be conservative at one time, and then over time, maybe they had to become more liberal if they were here longer or something. But to get into this country, they had to be more racist, you could say. Because how many people from Britain move here, really? And if they do, they're all conservatives. If they do, hardcore conservatives. And they have to have, and there aren't even that many anyway, because I don't think over there they have so many anti-black views. They'd have to be the ones that have those to get into this country. Even if they're more conservative, if they don't have the anti-black views and they don't answer those questions, they still don't get in. They have to be that hardcore racist type that they're looking for to get accepted in America now. Isn't that sad? So vote for me, and I'll help change that. You can help me change that, potentially. If I have your support, I could help you change that. Or you could help me change that. Okay? I won't make all people happy. I'll make most people happy, though. That's going to be my slogan. I'll make most people happy, even if I don't make everybody happy. Okay? Bernie Sanders is too old. Just remember that. Bernie Sanders ain't going to carry you for the future. You got to think of that. Even this is the closest thing that is ever going to be to a Bernie Sanders presidency or a plan. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.